They say Virgo is the sign of perfection, the careful planner, the one who notices every detail, who sees what others ignore. But what if this obsession with perfection is not a gift, but a curse? What if behind every precise step, every polished mask, Virgo hides a secret that no one dares to confront? Tonight, we are not here to celebrate the myth of Virgo. We are here to uncover the shadows. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the messenger. But unlike Gemini, who spreads words like fire, Virgo turns Mercury's power inward. Every word becomes a judgment, every thought becomes a blade, every detail becomes a prison. You may think Virgo is helping, correcting, improving, but deep inside, they are haunted by the weight of their own impossible standards. Have you ever wondered why Virgo can't stop analyzing? Why they pick apart the tiniest flaw, not only in others, but especially in themselves? It is because Virgo is trapped between two worlds, the dream of order and the reality of chaos. And chaos always wins. No matter how much they try to control, there is always something that slips away. And in that failure, Virgo finds their deepest fear, that they will never be enough. But Virgo's secret goes even deeper. Their perfectionism is not just about order, it is about survival. In the past, in ancient myths, Virgo was linked to the goddess of harvest, Demeter, Ceres, Astraea, the bringer of life and justice, the one who kept the world balanced. Imagine the pressure of holding the scales of survival in your hands. One wrong move and the world collapses. That energy still lives in Virgo today. They don't correct because they want to. They correct because they must. To them, every detail is a matter of life or death. And yet, here lies the paradox. The more Virgo tries to create order, the more disorder follows them. The more they heal others, the more they feel broken themselves. The more they serve, the more invisible they become. Virgo is the silent guardian who sacrifices everything but is rarely thanked, rarely seen, rarely loved for who they are. Isn't it strange? The sign that gives so much is often the one that feels most empty. But Virgo's story does not end in tragedy. The truth is, Virgo's darkness hides their greatest strength. In their relentless search for flaws, they see the cracks that others cannot. In their obsession with perfection, they uncover truths that would remain hidden forever. Virgo is the one who finds the poison in the cup before anyone drinks it, the one who spots the lie behind the smile, the one who saves the world quietly with no applause. But every savior carries scars, and Virgo's scars are carved deep. So the question is Virgo a perfectionist or a prisoner? Are they the healer of the Zodiac or the one who needs healing the most? The answer is both. Virgo is not merely a sign of order, it is a battlefield where perfection is both a shield and a prison. The deeper we go into the labyrinth of Virgo, the more we uncover truths that are hidden beneath their carefully polished surface. What you see in Virgo is rarely what you get, because behind every word, every gesture, and every silence, there is a calculation, a weighing of consequences, a fear of imperfection that haunts them like a shadow they cannot outrun. At first glance, Virgo appears calm, rational, collected, the archetype of the person who has life under control. They organize, they analyze, they fix, they perfect. But beneath this disciplined exterior lies a restless heart, a soul that never feels enough. Virgo lives in a constant dialogue with themselves, questioning whether they have done enough, whether they have been enough, whether they are enough. And the answer, in their eyes, is almost always no. This is the paradox of Virgo. Their relentless pursuit of perfection becomes the very reason they feel perpetually incomplete. They see flaws where others see beauty. They find errors where others see achievement, and they feel guilt where others see success. To Virgo, nothing is ever truly finished. Nothing is ever flawless. The invisible cage they live in is made of standards so impossibly high that not even they can meet them. But here lies the dark secret. Virgo doesn't chase perfection to please others. They chase it because deep down, they fear what will be revealed if the mask of order and control is removed. They are terrified that without their precision, without their responsibility, without their relentless effort, they will collapse. That underneath the organized exterior, there is something unworthy, unlovable, unfixable. So they keep running, always improving, always hiding. This fear creates two sides to Virgo. On one hand, they are the healer, the helper, the one who always knows how to mend what is broken. They are the person people rely on, because Virgo will notice the detail everyone else overlooked. They will stay until the job is done. They will sacrifice their own peace to make sure others are cared for. And yet, the more they give, the more invisible they become. Because while Virgo tends to everyone else's wounds, their own wounds remain untouched. On the other hand, Virgo is the critic, the merciless judge of themselves and of others. They hold up the mirror of truth, showing flaws without hesitation, exposing weaknesses without mercy. To some, this honesty feels harsh, even cold. But to Virgo, it is necessary. They do not criticize to wound. They criticize because they can't help but see what is broken. And yet, this sharp vision isolates them. People fear being seen too clearly by Virgo, and Virgo fears being judged in return. This cycle creates loneliness. Virgo longs for connection, but they struggle to show their raw, imperfect self. They hide behind tasks, behind responsibilities, behind the role of caretaker, because being vulnerable feels too dangerous. Their love is real, their loyalty is deep, but they often express it through actions rather than words. They fix your problems instead of confessing their own. They carry your burdens instead of admitting the weight of theirs. And silently, they wait, hoping that someone will one day see through their armor and love them anyway. Virgo's dark secret is not just about perfectionism. It is about control. They believe that if they can control the details, they can prevent disaster. If they can control their own flaws, they can avoid rejection. If they can control their emotions, they can protect themselves from heartbreak. But life does not bend to control. And when reality breaks through their defenses, Virgo feels not only anxious, but betrayed. Betrayed by life itself. In these moments, Virgo can spiral into self-doubt so deep that even they cannot find the way out. Their mind becomes a storm of questions. What did I do wrong? Why wasn't I enough? How could I have prevented this? They replay conversations, decisions, and mistakes endlessly, searching for the flaw. This overthinking becomes both their weapon and their wound, because while it allows them to learn, to adapt, to grow, it also traps them in an endless loop where peace is never reached. Yet, within this prison lies Virgo's hidden power, because the very mind that criticizes them without mercy is also the mind that sees the patterns of the universe. Virgo has the rare ability to notice what others overlook, to bring order from chaos, to find meaning in the smallest details. They can turn pain into wisdom, mistakes into lessons, and flaws into strengths. Their darkness is also their light. But to access this light, Virgo must face their deepest fear, that they are worthy of love even in their imperfection, that they do not need to fix everything to be enough, that their value is not measured by how useful they are to others, but by the truth of who they are. This is the revelation that sets them free. So what does it mean to love a Virgo? It means seeing past their armor, past their criticism, past their endless striving. It means recognizing that behind their sharp words lies a heart that longs to be understood. It means reassuring them that they do not need to be perfect to be loved. And it means having the patience to wait while they learn to trust, to open, to let you in. Virgo may never completely silence the voice of self-doubt. They may never stop noticing flaws, never stop striving for better. But when they learn to balance their precision with compassion, their honesty with gentleness, their responsibility with freedom, they become unstoppable. Because the world does not need Virgo to be perfect. The world needs Virgo to be real. And here is the final